Hi, welcome to this installation of GNU Linux, which is Arch Linux. I'm going to install Arch Linux. To do that, you need to download the ISO, put it in a USB stick, and boot from it. You're gonna see this menu. To put the ISO into a USB stick, if you're on Windows, you can use Rufus, which is a program to. Okay, if you're on a distribution of GNU Linux, you can use the dd command. Okay, and boot from the USB stick. You're gonna see the first menu I clicked on, and choose the first one and click on enter. You're gonna see this. Sorry. We wait for it to load. Yeah, to install Arch Linux, follow the installation guide. You can go to the Arch wiki to see what you could do. In my case, I'm not gonna do that because I know how to do it. So first of all, I'm gonna check the keyboard. I have a French keyboard, so I'm gonna switch the keyboard. If you have an English keyboard, you don't need to do this. If you have another type of keyboard, you have to do this so you wouldn't mess up your keys. So I'm gonna do load keys, which is FR, French. I have the correct keys now. So you have to partition the disks. To do that, you need to type cf disk. I'm going to choose the first option, which is GPT. Yes, I'm gonna do 3 partitions here. So first partition is gonna be the EFI system. So I'm gonna give it 512 megabytes, 512, and capital M, and type enter, and you choose the type, which is the EFI system. You go up, and the second partition, we're gonna make a swap partition. You can, if you have 1 gig of RAM, you have to do 2 gigs of swap. In my case, I'm going to do just 1 gig of swap. You can do. Okay, I'm going to do 1 gig. Click on enter, choose the type, and go up. It's Linux swap, and use the remaining space for the Linux file system. Alright, I'm gonna do enter, and type is already selected, which is Linux file system. Click on enter and go to write. I'm gonna write these changes. So yes, you need to type yes all and quit. Now we need to format these partitions, which is format the first. Let's see our partition. To do that, we need to type ls blk. Okay, we have VDA1, VDA2, VDA3. The first partition is VDA1, which is the EFI system. I'm gonna format it mk fs dot fat and capital F 32. Before that, we need to do a dash F, capital F, and select the device, which is VDA, which is 1. Alright, mkfs fat. Make sure to type it correctly, and we click on enter. Let's make the swap, the second one, which you do mk swap, select the device and VDA2. Alright, now let's activate the swap. We're going to activate the swap on, and we select the device, which is VDA2. Okay, we activated the swap. Now we need to format the last partition, which is the file system. We're going to do mkfs.ext for, and select the device, which is VDA3. Right, now it's done. Let's now we need to mount those partitions. We need to type mount. We're gonna mount the VDA3, which is the file system, to the mount directory, which is mnt. Select the device, which is the VDA3, and space and mnt. Alright, now we need to make I'm going to make a boot directory in the mnt. I'm gonna type mkdir into mnt. I'm gonna do, which is boot, and now I need to mount VDA1, which is the AFI system, to the to the boot directory. I'm gonna do mount dev select device, which is VDA3, VDA1, and to mnt and boot. Click on enter. Now we need, if you type lsblk, you're gonna see the first VDA, which is, in my case I have VDA, in your case you might have SDA. Okay, I have VDA1, which is mounted in the boot directory, and VDA2, which is swap, and VDA3, which is the mount directory mnt. Now we need to backstrap this system. To do that, we need to type backstrap and to the mnt, and we're going to install I'm going to install a few packages, which is base dash devel, and Linux, which is, and Linux dash firmware, and click on enter. It's gonna download a few, but it might take a while, depend on your internet connection. So I'm gonna stop the video here and come back when it's finished downloading. Okay.